emphasizing the partnership they needed with the community. And I remind you, my faith in Commissioner Bratton is based on the actions he has taken over decades, and it's also based on the clarity of his message to all of us. He gathered his top commanders a few weeks ago. It was well reported. He said very publicly, the department will act aggressively to ensure that any officer who's not meant to be in this work no longer is. He talked about those who don't live up to the values of the uniform, who are quote-unquote brutal, who are corrupt, who are racist, who are incompetent. This was our police commissioner making clear his standard, that people who sadly fit those descriptions would not be members of the NYPD. These changes will matter. They will affect millions of people. They will take time, but that is not in any way an excuse or a willingness on our part to do anything but the fastest change we can. It's an honest leveling with our people that not every change can happen overnight, but they're happening resolutely and forcefully. More happening every day. Each change builds upon the next. There is a momentum for change that will be felt in every neighborhood in this city. And again, it doesn't come first and foremost from City Hall or from one police plaza. It comes from the people of the city who have demanded it. This change is about the values of our people, the will of our people, the goodness of our people. That's where change comes from. And everyone has an opportunity to play a role in that change by continuing to work for it. And that is across every community. I have to emphasize, and we've seen this all over the country, but I know it's true here. And I have an experience from last year that I think is evidence. This is not just a demand coming from the African American community. It's not just a demand coming from the Latino community. It's coming from every community. It's coming from people of all faiths who want a city of fairness, who want violence to end, who want no family to go through the tragedy the Garners did. So people will express themselves now as they should in a democracy. I ask everyone to listen to what Ben Garner said and what Eric Garner's son said as well. If you really want to dignify the life of Eric Garner, you will do so through peaceful protest. You will work relentlessly for change. You will not sully his name with violence or vandalism. That doesn't bring us closer to a better community. The only thing that's ever worked is peaceful protest, non-violent social activism. It's the only thing that has ever worked. And the Garner family has made that abundantly clear. Michael Brown's family made that abundantly clear. People should listen to those we say we stand in solidarity with, fulfill their wishes, and work for change the right way. I'll just finish with a couple more points, and I want to say something in Spanish before I depart. So many of us are steeped in the teachings of Dr. King. There's many great leaders, but perhaps no one more definitional in the work of social change and the work of justice than Dr. King. And he said something so fundamental that should remind us how we need to handle this moment. He said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is a problem for all New Yorkers. This is a problem for all Americans. It has to be treated as such. Anyone who says to you this is a problem only felt by people of color or only pertinent to young people misses what's going on here. It's all our problem. And anyone who believes in the values of this country should feel called to action right now. Anyone who cares about justice, that American value of justice, should understand it is a moment that change must happen. Change that's as good as the people that we represent.